isn't little Miss Florence Nightingale? How's your sick mother, dear? One should think I just got out of jail or something. Don't give us ideas, honey.
Oh, come on.
How did you like that?
Pay no attention. I want to show you the man with all the bail money. Old Man Apples. Old Man Apples.
In all his glory.
Well, at least your landlord will be happy.
You underestimate me, dear.
Hurry up, Joe. We're late.
Okay. And now, ladies and gentlemen, to start the evening for you, we give you London's... Oh, why stop at London? We give you the world's most glamorous number, the one and only Midnight Franklin. And you can see for yourselves why all men describe her as...
Hot, hot, much too hot to handle. The lady's a dish, too hot to handle. Her every wish must be obeyed. You'll have to learn how to live in the sun with no sign of shade. Because the lady's much too hot to handle.
The lady is hot. Too hot to handle. The lady does not act like a prude. Just try a kiss in the dark and you'll think you've been barbecued. Because the lady's much too hot to handle. The lady is much too hot to handle. Her tenderest touch, a tropical thrill. Unless you think you can live like a steak on a silver grill. Well, then the lady's much too hot to handle. Now teachers and scholars, professors and mystics have all of them studied her vital statistics. Presidents, ministers, leaders of nations have broken off talks to discuss her gyrations. Here's the decision they got to.
She's hot, much too hot to handle.
The signal is red.
Hot, much
too hot to handle.
much too
As Shakespeare once said,
hot, much too hot.
gee, what a dame.
Much too hot.
So here's your chance to behave like a moth round a candle flame.
Much too
Because the lady's much too hot to handle. The lady's a trap,
hot, much
too hot to handle.
much too
So don't be a sap.
hot, much too hot.
Take my advice.
Much too hot.
Keep well away or expect to be burnt as a sacrifice.
Much too
Because the lady's much too hot to handle. Too hot to handle.
Good evening, Mr. Apples.
Hello, Nelby. Have a cigar.
Thank you very much, sir.
Seller tells me you hired 2 new ones today. What are they like?
One's just a kid. Police problems don't touch. The other's more your fighting weight. Says she goes to art school.
So I can go up and see her itchings, eh? What about the kid? How young?
Jailbait mustn't touch. Oh, today, Denelli's. What did he mean by secret weapon?
Well, we'll have his little joke. Shh, he's on his watch.
That's right, the tired businessman. Getting himself a bit more tired. Suits me. See what I mean? Not a seat in the place. Any night, every night. And what for, my boy? Just to see half a dozen silly little girls taking this off, taking that off. Beats me.
And you cater to their tastes, apparently.
Oh, I don't twist their wrists to make them come in. And it's a living. Come and have a drink.
Right, Luigi, all right. Good evening, Mr. Donnelly. What more do you need to advertise yourself? Neon lights?
Just tell Solo I want to see him.
Why? I don't like it.
You don't have to. You just take it. I'll be in his office. It's empty?
Sure, it's empty, but I don't like it.
That's too bad.
Johnny.
Arms, what's the load on your back?
Problems, Johnny. Only problems.
Like, for instance?
Like this, for instance. A telegram.
Well, well, well. All boys together. What a switch.
Hey, that's a very nice dress you nearly got on. I like it.
Quite the little gentleman, aren't you?
Did you say something about a telegram?
Yeah. Diamonds Donnelly, Diamond Horseshoe, Soho Street, etc. We got eyes on your club, so don't give us no trouble. And do what we say. No signature. Here, see for yourself.
May I ask you one question?
Anything?
What did you come and see me for? Do you think maybe I sent you this?
No, Johnny. I don't think you did. But you know something. You might be next. There's been talk going around about protection. Maybe the Mafia's back in Soho.
I don't believe in fairy tales.
Some of the other clubs have been getting little warnings all of a sudden. This could be a big operation.
Could be Diamonds is right, Johnny. Maybe you better think this thing over.
What thing? Which thing? One lousy telegram and suddenly London Bridge is falling down.
Play it safe, Solo. Separately, we could be knocked off by a big combination. Together, they may think twice.
Telegram without a name. A kid with a shilling in his pocket could have sent a thing like that. Besides, the postman didn't ring my doorbell, Joe.
You see? Solo by name, solo by nature.
All right. So maybe you don't need a friend.
I had a friend once, darling. It didn't take.
Would you give me a light, darling?
Oh, certainly.
Thanks. How does a good-looking boy like you come to be on his own?
I was born that way.
Well, that's no reason to stay like that. Why don't you buy me a drink? You won't be lonely with me around. Charlie?
Lay off. He's a friend of Solo's doing a story for us.
Well, how was I to know?
Okay. I'll buy you a drink anyway.
MWB or for real?
For real. Martini on the rocks.
MWB, what did he mean?
Metropolitan Water Board. Or gin and tick. It's the same thing. Water which looks like gin. And a tick on the slate for my commission.
Cigarette?
No thanks, dear. He's on our side.
Give her a packet anyway. Come on.
Passing Cloud, Kingsway, Bristol.
I'll take Kingsway. You really are nice. Would you like a picture taken?
Yes, stay like that.
At £10 a time, don't push it too far.
Oh, but there are only 30 shillings for two.
Only. You better both have a drink. But no MWB.
Get him.
When I learn pretty fast.
My lady? Lillian, darling, it was beautiful. Such class, such finesse. You make the others look like monkeys.
Mr. Apples, I've told you before, you're wasting your time. I'm sure you will find the monkeys much more obliging.
Always like an iceberg. What's the matter with me, Lillian? You'll find I'm not so bad.
What's the matter, Mr. Apples?
Nothing's the matter, Cynthia, darling. I just burnt my hand with my cigar. Silly.
Let little Cynthia kiss it and make it well, huh?
You're such a comfort to a man, Cynthia. What are you doing? I mean, tonight.
I'm in your hands. You know what I mean? And you might burn your fingers again.
My car will come down for you just after the show. You're a great comfort to a man, Cynthia. And a man needs his comfort.
Lillian,
Yes, Mr. Solo?
Good night.
you were very unkind to Mr. Apples. He's an important client.
I hope I marked him for life.
Lillian, Mr. Apples spends a lot of money in the club. He even has money invested in it. I don't ask you to go out with him, but for heaven's sake, to burn a man with his own cigar.
And a Havana one at that.
As long as it was a good cigar.
Good night, honey. Are you the last?
The others have all gone. Good night.
What do you make of that one?
She doesn't really belong in this joint, that's for sure.
Does anybody?
Taxi! 55 made of... Oh, you.
I'm off duty. Cross my heart. No questions, nothing.
Don't worry, I'll get another taxi.
Not at this time in night.
I'll manage.
Drive out the corner fast.
Fast, he says. Fast!
Good night, Gov.
Was that Charlie? Same old gentleman, Johnny. Nobody ever locks up the place but him. And nobody ever puts off the lights. But him.
Silly superstition, I suppose.
I like it. I like to watch you.
That's because you've got simple tastes.
Sure, like you, for instance.
Like me. And I don't get it. Or you could walk out of that door and any man in London would be glad to fall into your lap.
Suppose I said I don't want any man in London. Only one.
Then I'd say you were badly brought up. I'd say.
brought up on a farm near Dallas, Texas. Nothing wrong with that.
The girl from the Golden West. And she's a long, long way from home. The girl from here.
Taxi! Taxi!
Bonsoir, mademoiselle. I told you I've got the last taxi left in London, so come in. This time not so fast.
Blimey. Not so fast, he says.
Thank you for bringing me. Oh, please come quickly.
You mean me?
Don't say anything. Just walk with me.
It's all right.
What's going on? What's the hurry?
No, don't put on the lights. Go over to the window. Onto the lamppost. There's a man.
Yes, I see him. Is he watching you?
Perhaps.
Shall I go down and...
What are we whispering for? Shall I go down and ask him what he wants?
No, don't be a fool.
You're sure you've never seen him before, huh?
No, not that I can remember.
There you are. That explains your mystery. Come on, take a good look if you don't believe me.
Yes, he has gone.
Of course he has. Your imagination is too vivid. But anyhow, I'm grateful to that stranger. Nobody else would have got me into your apartment quite so quickly.
And I must ask you to leave just as quickly. I'm grateful to you, monsieur, for seeing me home, but please, go now. Please.
Oh, not just yet. Is it your own apartment? Your own books? Sigmund Freud, Havelock Ellis, Kraft Ebing. My goodness,
yes.
you're very well read. But your
Now,
tastes
will
seem
you
monotonous.
please go?
Not even a cup of coffee for the first white man to fly the Atlantic single-handed?
Please, don't force me to be ungracious.
Okay. In the words of a famous American general, I shall return. Thank you. Bonsoir, mademoiselle. Bonsoir. Sur le pont d'Avignon, on y danse, on y danse. Sur le pont d'Avignon, on y danse.
Johnny? Oh, Johnny. I came as soon as I heard.
The little people, the ones you're always telling me about. They were waiting.
Johnny, your face.
Yes, it's not very pretty, but then it never was.
Oh,
It's a nice place we've got here.
sure. Humble, but it's home. Problem, what are we going to do?
We're going to get this place cleaned up and open this club tonight. Once all that stuff about we never closed. They played rough.
How do you figure to get all this organized by tonight?
I don't know. And what I do know is that Johnny Solo is not going to close on account of any bunch of hoods.
Mr. Solo, my boyfriend's got a kind of catering firm, you know, weddings, garden parties and that. Well, I'm sure he'd let you have a few chairs and tables. I'll phone him if you like.
Do that, Terry. Do it now.
And I'll tell you what I'll do, Mr. Solo. You put me in charge of this bunch of goons, and I'll have this place spick and span in next to no time.
It's all yours.
Now then, lads, and you girls, I want volunteers. Volunteers for sweeping, cleaning, and picking up bits of broken glass. Now, you three, sweep. You two, clean. All right, you girls, get together, pick up the broken glass. Now, come on, what are we waiting for? Let's get moving. We've got a load to do and little time to do it in.
Who the heck's he?
The photographer. He's the one who was taking pictures with your French newspaper man the other night.
Thought I'd seen him somewhere before. And 12 o'clock.
Yes?
Thank you.
Thank me? What for?
Not saying I told you so. Yes? Now, you listen to me, chum, for one little second. If you...
Listen, Solo, this kind of talk can only end one way.
And one last thing. If ever I get my hands on you...
Well, what did he say?
He told us all to go to hell and lots of other things besides.
You stupid crumb, can't you get anything straight?
But, Mr. Dale, I done what you said, didn't I? Look, this is your last chance, Solo. Leave the money in a plain envelope.
I know what it says. Now get out of here, you crumb.
Anyway, I read it, didn't I? What else could I do? I told you I wasn't cut out that kind of thing. Leaving messages and all that gear. I told you I was no good.
Get out of here. I found that creep lining up on the embankment for a free bowl of soup. Now he tells me he's not cut out for this sort of thing. He's no good.
Well, we're a great success, aren't we? We plant an axe on his desk, we beat him to a pulp, and we wreck the joint. And what do we get in return? I'll tell you what we get. We get 500 happy snaps of Miss Midnight, an invitation to go to hell. That's what we get.
Maybe we didn't hurt him enough.
You think so?
You know, you can twist a man's arm till he cries uncle. If he doesn't cry uncle, you break it off.
No dice. Do you know what he's doing right now? He's got half the nudes in London, scrubbing the place out like a parcel of charwomen. You gotta hand it to that boy. He doesn't crack easy. And I'll tell you another thing, Mr. Donnelly, and this you're not going to like. Maybe he starts thinking. How come it's always my head that gets busted open, my joint that gets given a workover? How come Diamonds Donnelly never gets beaten up like me? You can push it too far.
Well, 7 new memberships in the mail today. What is it, honey?
I've been hearing voices.
You and Joan of Arc. What is this?
I hung up just a moment too soon. If I could put a name to that voice or a face, Suddenly I'm full of ideas. Is Muscles out there?
What do you want with him?
It's all right. I'll be careful crossing the road. Muscles!
Hello, Mr. Seller.
What was that you said?
Said? Me? I ain't said nothing. What was I supposed to say then?
You said just enough.
What's that? Ow!
Get him.
Oh.
Read any good telegrams lately? You shouldn't play with things like this. You might get hurt. If I can do without it, so can you.
Good morning. Good morning.
Good morning.
You look fine from down here.
It wouldn't do you any harm to do some work yourself, you know.
Oh. So you don't strain yourself, my dear. It makes you think. I broke a leg parachuting into Algeria. I was on the Hungarian border when the trouble started. But this is the first time I was persuaded to climb a ladder in a strip club. Start painting a wall.
You know what they say. There's always got to be a first time. When do you go away?
Tomorrow.
Tomorrow?
Thank you. That was the nicest thing anybody has said to me all day. Oh, come on, I'll help you.
I wish I could take this off, too. I'm beginning to bake. How do you say? Roast.
I'd say you taste much the same either way.
I don't like the way you look at me with my clothes on.
Ah, here we are.
Oh, don't open it. I don't want to know what's in it.
You don't want to know what's in it?
No. It's a kind of a present, you know.
Oh, this won't do at all. I'm obliged to reveal the contents of this package to you by law. Otherwise, you might claim that I'd handed you something quite different, don't you see? Oh, 2 extremely fine hair brushes, backed by silver, with the initials T. von R. Yes, T. von R.
Yes? Oh, Paris on the line, put them on. Yes, now what did you get from those files? T. von R. Tilly von Rau. A Countess of Liechtenstein, age 67. No. Next. Tanya von Rader, age 19. Captain of the Austrian Olympic hockey team, huh? No, that's not the fish we're looking for anymore. Right. Teresa von Roth, 22. Yes. Disappeared a year ago from West Berlin. Yes, I remember the story. Family or big steel barons or something. Yes. Oh, 1 second. Pictures on this girl, and be quick about it. Yes. Yes, something about her father. Big scandal. All right, fine. Thanks very much. Goodbye.
Teresa von Roth. Her father died suddenly. The girl vanished. The whole story was hushed up. That's it. It was in every German newspaper.
From where I'm sitting, I'd say your sense of smell didn't let you down this time.
A daughter of a millionaire stripping in a London clip joint. If that isn't the story. That's it. It's her. Look, that's Liliane. Wait a moment.
Noah's Ark was made of pitch to keep it on the sea. Joan of Arc was made of Orleans, but baby, you were made for me. Starry skies were made for love, and love is made for free. Some say I was made to measure, but baby, you were made for me. Darby and Porgy was made for Bess. Someone was made for Whistler's mother. To each his own, I guess. Every dove must seek its nest, and every lock its key. Every love is made for someone, and baby, you were made for me. Kisses are made to sample, but love is made to last. Let's follow the example of all the famous lovers of the past. I tell you truly, Jack and Jill went up the hill to see what they could see. If those two kids can reach the summit, then baby, so can you and me. Romeo met Juliet beneath her balcony. If you want to play the lover, then baby, just discover me. Man and maid were made for each other since Adam was made for Eve.
Go, man, go!
Some may run from one to another, but this I do believe. Eventually every dove must seek its nest, and every lock its key. Every love is made for someone, and baby, you were made for me. Baby, you were made for me. Ooh.
I missed quite a story.
You missed quite a story.
Well, fill me in.
I talk too much. You get yourself a drink.
Well, I never mind a pinch or two, honey. That's all good, clean fun. But, well, blimey, you look like you went 15 rounds with a heavyweight.
You got the right division anyway.
Well, I wouldn't stand for it.
I didn't much, as I recall.
You're a case, Cynthia.
Case. I was in a juvenile court once, and there was this old dish. She must have been 100. And she looks at me through her glasses, and she said, "My dear, if you don't mend your ways, I'll fear you'll end up an outcast from society." Me, a refugee from 14 camps, and she's afraid I'll end up as an outcast from society. Well, anyway, then she walks off to open up a garden party or something like that, you know.
You're a case, Cynthia. You really are.
Oh, well, the Girl Guides have arrived at last.
And carrying in their arms their newly adopted baby child.
Well, if it isn't little Miss Big Mouth.
Anytime you want. Pistols at dawn, little mother.
Gee, what happened to you? Did you hurt yourself?
Nope. Got somebody else to do it for me.
You're a
Case, I know. And if you say it once more, I'll scream. But thanks for hiding the telltale signs of conflict. You're such a comfort to me, my darling. And an old man needs his comfort.
Well, hello there.
Hello. I was afraid you wouldn't talk to me.
Why ever not?
Well, I mean, after all that good advice and telling me to go away.
The advice still goes.
That's your music. You better hurry.
Okay. They're playing our tune, darling.
And now, friends, the Orient beckons. The mysterious East. The land of strange barbaric rites. The land of the monsoon. For months, there's been a drought. The parched earth calls for rain. But the rain god waits, angry. Man, all that water. No wonder they call this the cleanest place in town. And now, if the band have not been washed away by the monsoon, Professor, on with the gavotte.
Night, Marshal. Good night, sir.
Good night.
Good night.
Ich möchte mit
Lassen Sie
Ihnen
mich in
sprechen.
Ruhe.
Ich muss mit
Lassen
Ihnen
Sie
sprechen.
mich.
Nur für einen Moment.
Do you mind? This lady's with me. What kept you so long, darling? Come on, let's go.